While many games of the 5th generation were making the leap to 3D, a few stuck to 2D, and as a result, these games often hold up better than their 3D counterparts. One of these games was Alundra, a top-down action-adventure game that's best described as a very Zelda-esque adventure. In it, you take control of Alundra, a young man who has the mysterious power to enter other people's dreams and defeat their nightmares. He winds up in the small village of Inoa, where the people have been suffering from various nightmares, and so he must explore the surrounding lands around the village and help them deal with their problems both in the real world and in the dream world. In terms of gameplay and structure, it is very similar to a Zelda game, but there are a number of things that make it distinct. For one, the story is deeper and darker than in most Zelda games, with the characters struggling to overcome various problems and sometimes failing. Another change is that Alundra can jump, unlike Link at the time, and so there's more platforming when it comes to the exploration and puzzles. The game is also a little more unpredictable than a Zelda game. In A Link to the Past, for instance, you're given a goal and then presented with a bunch of dungeons you have to find and complete in order to achieve that goal. In Alundra, on the other hand, each scenario is presented one at a time, and you don't know about the next problem until the current one has been resolved. Sometimes the dungeons are in the real world, while other times they are in people's dreams. It keeps things interesting, and you never quite know what to expect next. In terms of presentation, story, and characters, I would say Alundra is even better than A Link to the Past. But when it comes to the key aspect, the gameplay, Alundra isn't quite there. For one, there is no map. Well, okay, technically there is one, the fortune teller has one, but you can only view it when you visit her. The layout of the game is intuitive enough that this wasn't a big deal, but in a game about exploration it seems odd to not have a map that you can access at any time. Another problem is that the puzzles can often be rather annoying. Now, a lot of the puzzles are actually quite clever, brilliant even, and do force you to think carefully, and that's fine. The problem is that some of the puzzles aren't hard to figure out, they're just a pain to actually solve. For instance, some of the puzzles require you to jump over a series of platforms in a particular order or within a particular amount of time. But the controls aren't quite as precise as they should be, and so you'll often find yourself having to do something over and over and over again before you finally get it right, which is annoying. The game is good, but there ended up being enough annoying aspects to it that I had to stop playing. I wanted to like it, and overall I did, but when I keep hitting roadblocks and I have to force myself to keep going, that's not a good sign. Still, it's possible I just suck at the game, and other people won't have the same issue. So if you're a fan of the 2D Zelda games, or you like Zelda-like games, I would highly recommend giving Alundra a try. My final score is a 7 out of 10. It's good, but not great. That's how I would sum it up. So what do you think? Have you played Alundra? Did you like it? Whatever you think, be sure to let me know in the comments below. If you like what I do, feel free to subscribe and follow me on Twitter. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.